This morning, as I prepare to make my declaration that I want the divine nature of Jesus Christ, Son of God, to be fully manifested in my mortal body, 2 Corinthians 4:11, I've been reflecting on what that truly means. Every day for the past month, I've been making affirmations, calling those things that are not as though they are, desiring for this truth to become a reality in my life. But today I'm questioning, am I seeing the evidence of it? Is it coming to pass? Yesterday was a hard day. I had been fasting for several days, and by mid-afternoon, I hit a wall. I felt completely done, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The joy of the Lord seemed far away, and I had no motivation or desire to press on. I wasn't tempted to break my fast or sin outright, but I was weary. All I wanted to do was sleep, to escape the struggle. I could have spent time in the Word, prayed, or gone to church, but I didn't. The fire, the passion, the excitement for God felt snuffed out. And I thought to myself, if the divine nature of Christ is fully in me, why does it feel so hard? Why is there no joy? I realized something important during this time. Perhaps I've had a misconception about what it means to have the fullness of the divine nature of Christ. I think subconsciously I've believed that if I were truly walking in His fullness, temptation wouldn't affect me anymore. I wouldn't struggle. Life would be smooth, and I'd simply sail through every challenge with ease. But that's not biblical, and it's not reality. The Bible says Jesus was tempted in every way, yet without sin. He was fully God and fully man, yet he still felt the weight and pull of temptation. Temptation is not neutral. It's not painless. It's a struggle because your flesh wants one thing while your spirit is crying out for something higher. That's what makes temptation so difficult. If it were easy, it wouldn't require resistance or grace to overcome. It's a narrow road precisely because it's hard. This is where 2 Corinthians 4:11 provides clarity. For we who live are always delivered to death for Jesus' sake, that the life of Jesus also may be manifested in our mortal flesh. This verse reminds me that the life of Jesus can be made manifest in my mortal body, not by the removal of struggles or temptation, but through enduring them with His power. Even in my weakness, His strength can shine through. My suffering and weariness are not failures. They are opportunities for His resurrection life to be revealed. The divine nature of Christ is not about escaping the realities of temptation or the frailty of the flesh. It's about His Spirit giving me the power to overcome, to resist sin, and to endure trials. It's not that the pull of temptation disappears. It's that His grace enables me to resist it. It's not that I'm free from weariness. It's that His strength sustains me through it. Even Jesus, after being tempted in the wilderness, was not free from future temptations. The devil left Him for a time, knowing He would return. The same is true for me, for us. Temptation will come, and it will keep coming as long as we are in these mortal bodies. The difference is that with the fullness of Christ in us, we have His strength to endure and overcome every time. Yesterday, I felt weary and unmotivated. I wondered where the joy of the Lord had gone. But I see now that these moments are not evidence of failure. They are evidence of the process. God is shaping and refining us, teaching us to rely on His power and not our own. The promise of the divine nature is not the absence of struggle. It is the presence of His power to overcome. 2 Corinthians 4:11 reminds me that the life of Jesus can be made manifest in our mortal bodies here and now, not in perfection, not in ease, but in his strength working through our weaknesses. His life is revealed in our perseverance, in our obedience, in our decision to keep pressing on even when it's hard. This is the divine nature of Christ in us, not a smooth path, but the power to walk the narrow road, to resist sin, and to glorify him in every trial.